Yeah, okay. I thought that was burning down. Comes for everybody. Unless your name's Tom Brady, then you can play football until you're fucking 40. Fucking through.
Let's talk about that.
Oh, you hit us with the Red and Link intro.
The Red and Link.
I don't know if it's a fucking meme because I wasn't able to get any news on it.
Yeah.
I know we're hopping straight in. But I think Link's in the WandaVision show. I saw like a screenshot on their Instagram.
Really?
Yeah, that she like opens the door and he's acting in the WandaVision show.
I wouldn't doubt it. I think they seem like they have like a good like presence.
I guess.
I don't know.
They definitely transcend YouTube. I mean,
they're like they are like modern day, like I would say like
Rhett and Link, by the way. I don't think we
Rhett and Link.
We just called
but
it.
I think they're
by
like
name.
I think they're kind of like almost like entrepreneurs, because I remember everybody used to say that Casey Neistat was a genius.
Yeah.
And like he was an entrepreneur, like
dude,
like monster.
Oh wait,
but,
hold up real quick. I got something to say about Casey Neistat.
Okay.
Casey Neistat is an abomination to God.
Why is that?
I just think like I'm not saying there's opium in heaven, but God had to be on opioids when he created Casey Neistat's fucking face.
Oh my God,
dude, that dude is comically ugly. Anyways,
he's funny, yeah.
It's like it's a joke in and of itself.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
really
he doesn't
is.
make a single joke in his entire video. I'm cackling the whole time because I'm like, damn, bro, that's how his mouth moves when he's talking. I'm like, that's how his mouth moves. Anyways, go continue with the.
Yeah, so dug in a niche that nobody was doing, and I think people still don't really do. When you were talking about like videos being released every day, not really anybody does that, and if they do, it's like really low effort, or you're the quartering and you're a fucking manlet child
who
sits in front of his computer all day.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to get into the quartering.
Okay, my bad.
He like
is that the guy who has the piss corner in his basement?
He could, but
know.
he's like the chubby guy with like glasses and a beard.
Dude, that is half of YouTube.
No, I know, but he's like he's like really opinionated.
I don't know that.
Anyways, so it's like he's the only person I know that like he uploads like literally 3 times a day, because what he does is like he will, if there's like news that's coming out that day, he will talk about that news. Oh. And then he immediately uploads it. So it's like just one cut.
Oh.
And he doesn't like edit any of it really.
That's tough.
Then
no, thank you, bro.
But Rhett and Link actually like have like a lot of production, and every day they have like a video coming out.
Yeah.
For that day. That's what Good Mythical Morning is. It like releases every morning.
Yeah, but
it's like a variety show.
I mean, because my girlfriend's fucking obsessed with it.
Yeah.
I will tell you that you giving them a lot more credit than they deserve. I think that the show's good, and like I when we watch it, I enjoy it. But there's only so many. How will it crunch wrap, or like will it taco? Will it burrito?
Well, yeah.
Will it hate crime?
But here's the difference. I think a large majority of their fan base have been watching for years now, and they've been watching every day, so they don't marathon it like I hear Leah does a lot.
Yeah,
and so it's like
I just think that they're a good example of like some people getting old in the YouTube space.
Yeah,
I don't want to see. Like, I don't want to see, the second week in a row we're going to talk about the Vlog Squad, but I don't want to see fucking Jason Nash, 43 years old, making vlogs with like 16-year-olds. I don't want to see that, because like, respect for your fucking self, bro. Because he's not only making the content with them, he's making it like them. And God, grow, like, you're 40 fucking years old, like,
yeah.
do something that's more constructive and creative, I guess. And that's how I see Rhett and Lynx. I just think that they branch out so much, and I respect them. I really do.
Yeah.
I will make many jokes in my personal life about them, but I do respect them.
They're probably like just rolling in the money.
Thinking about something else.
Oh, okay.
While I was editing,
Yeah.
and I don't want to, because it will hurt us in the long run. But the other day when I was editing, I realized that we say like
Oh yeah.
a fuck ton.
Yeah.
And then while you were talking, I was just like in my head counting how many times you said like.
Yeah, I think I think that's an American thing.
It's not a Southern thing.
It's definitely not, but our parents were kind of like
Or down from California.
raised in California.
Yeah.
So mom, like when she in her formative years, she was in California, and then dad just grew up in California. So we kind of have a different vocabulary from most Southern people.
Yeah. Thank God. Yeah. Ooh, thank God, bro. Thank God.
I mean, honestly, I listen to some Southern people talk, and I'm just like, how can you let that filth fall out of your mouth?
Dude, not like just the most stupid shit, bro.
I hate this, where it's like, oh, you know that deal? Dude, that is so goddamn vague. Okay? I don't know what you're talking about. I never do.
Hey, man. But let the record show to our Southern viewers, because I met... This is fun. This is a fun thing to talk about.
Okay.
I met Lindsay and her mom for the first time in Walmart.
Oh, yeah?
They're characters on the podcast at this point. I met her for the first time, and Lindsay's mother had a much thicker Southern accent than I expected.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, and you know what? She's educated because she's politically smart, and she likes the 903 cast. Hey. So
I didn't say all of them were bad.
I know. That's why I wanted to stop you, because I didn't want her to take offense, because like she does have like a Southern accent, but at the same time, like everything that Lindsay says, she says, and like I see and stuff like that. I'm like, dang, this lady's like educated for like to be a Southern like middle-aged lady. Yeah. But then also like not of Donald Trump's ass. It's refreshing. I love when I see that. You love to see it. Yeah. Dude, somebody ripped the most ass ever in the stall next to me today at Walmart. Where dude, have you, dude, man, fucking, how could you be that vulnerable? Was what I was thinking. Like he pretty much was like to everybody in the bathroom, this is what I'm going through. I heard 10 years of his emotions coming out of his fucking anus, bro.
Oh God.
It just it wasn't just like the loud ass farts, bro. Like he was gassy, and I could hear the shit rubbing against his anus, bro. Just fucking and like it was crazy. But then he was like, he would stop, and then you hear him go. He'd be like, and then he'd be like, and then it would just be all like so much effort, bro. And I was like, dude, so hard not to laugh.
Probably fucking dying.
It sounded like he was having an exorcism or something.
Like, I've had some shits where I felt like somebody was just like a demon was reaching their hand up my anus and just ripping out my intestines into the toilet. Like, it's just not fun.
No, dude, I could never be that vulnerable in public, bro. If I felt a shit like that coming on, I would like, dude, I'd have to try to make it home.
You don't even like shitting in public anyway, so.
No, dude, you know what? I used to not.
Yeah.
But now, like, that I work at Walmart, and like, I do need to be shitting every day. Like, I'm just like, oh, man, I'll rip ass, bro. Yeah. But, like, I hate it because I wear this very distinctive shoes. Everybody knows the shoes I wear.
Yeah.
Like, one time, I was like, I had a stomach ache, and this dude walked in,
Yeah.
and like he's a good dude I shoot the shit with all the time. And he's like, oh fuck, Jeremy's in here, and he goes in and he sits down, and like what a lot of employees at Walmart do is they'll just go in the bathroom to like sit on their phone.
Yeah.
So that's what he was doing. This dude wasn't really using the bathroom. He was just sitting there. But I was using the bathroom. I was shitting. And not only was I shitting, I probably sounded a little without the grunts and grunts. See, I think sorry to go back to what we're already past, but I think the thing that made me like the most like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Was the grunts and the groans and being so vocal about it. If I just heard farts and shit coming out, I'd be like, well, he's shitting.
Yeah, but have you never had like one where you're like,
no, dude.
You've never
I'm
had
not
one like
vocal
that?
about it, no.
Dude,
I've never.
I can't like distinctly remember them because I've had them happen a few times, but it's like you literally like your body is straining to get this shit out of you.
But I'm not making noise. I'm not making noise. I cannot be caught lacking like that. But
man, like those are the type of shits where you're just like, you just take your shirt off and you're just naked.
naked. You just kick your pants off from around your ankles. Take your socks off.
You're just like, I'm hot. I'm naked. Gotta get naked.
Reach over to the sink, get a towel, put cold water on it, and wrap it around your neck.
like you just fucking. Then you just got off the court. Just,
No, but so I shit. I was shitting, and I farted loud, and I shit and farted real loud. I shitted and farted real loud.
Yeah.
And the dude went, "Oh man!" He's like, "Oh man, you doing that?" Because I think he thought that I was in there just looking at my phone too. And he was just like, "Oh man, come on, Jeremy, we ain't doing it." Call me by my name in the damn bathroom. I was like, "Come on, dude, come on, man, come on, man."
And that wall to that bathroom, so fucking thin. I can hear people have conversations from there in the break room all the time. So it's like whenever like you and me will sometimes meet each other in there, we'll just be having conversations like,
yeah, these people can hear me.
Please nobody be listening.
Because you can like hear people wash their hands.
Yeah.
The old store manager at Walmart, me and one of the coworkers were like sitting by the table that was close to it, and he like went in there and he shit because he was in there for like 10 minutes, and they were like, I bet he won't wash his hands. The motherfucker didn't wash his hands. Stone cold, stunned through the damn break room. Fucking not a dude. Didn't give a fuck. He knows. He knows.
He probably came out and going.
Yeah, licking his shit. Fucking shit doodle stains on his ass and shit. Damn. I hate when old ladies hit on me.
Yeah. Like
I don't know. It just happened today. Sorry. I know there's just silence.
It happens a lot, or
yeah. No. Okay. So it does happen.
Yeah.
Pretty often, but like most of the time it's like real casual. Mm-hmm. Like I had an old lady tell me like, "Oh, you're built in all the right places," and stuff like that. Like I've had old ladies hit on me quite a bit. But usually they're just like, "You're handsome." Oh, if I was 40 years younger, you know what I'm saying? So it's always like hitting on you, but hitting on you in a way where you're like, they're not actually trying to fuck me.
Yeah, they're just like admiring you, I guess.
Well, okay. What I always think is that whenever they were young, it was illegal to marry us because we're exotic. Because whenever they were growing up, we weren't even citizens yet.
They're probably just married to some old war veteran who went to Vietnam or
just
Korea.
Just dreaming of coming.
Yeah,
never have.
No, never. This is a white little beanpole boy that grew up on his daddy's farm.
Damn, that's fucked up. Anyways, so like, just this old lady. I'm like fucking looking at. for my girlfriend, I'm like looking at hair stuff because she needed hair stuff, and I'm in the hair aisle. Every time I go to the damn hair aisle, I get hit on. The last 2 or 3 times, like I've had like girls, and these weren't older ladies. They were just like girls probably around my age come up and be like, I love your hair so much. Oh, you're so like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? They'll be trying to hit on me.
Like, oh God.
Yeah, oh God, fuck, oh, I'm hot, I get it, damn. Anyways, they'll try to hit on me, but then like my favorite line to do in that moment is I hit them with the, hey, my girlfriend is looking for this. Is there any? Do you know where that would be? I hit him with that one.
Oh, really?
So, like I'll have like a pic because I could never fucking find anything. I'll have like a picture of the item, and I'll be like holding it up to shit in the aisle. Like, is this it? Is this it?
Deep fried picture.
I'll be honest. My girlfriend is African American and Puerto Rican.
Oh yeah,
and
like I haven't mentioned that before.
Well, I talk about it every episode. I'm very proud of it. Justin. So, I haven't dealt with those hair care products.
Oh yeah,
before in my entire life.
Yeah,
and so fucking lost. I get over there and I'm like, everything's literally in. It could be in Swahili, and I wouldn't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is this Ugandan? What is this shit? You know what I'm saying? I'm just so fucking confused.
Yeah,
and so I'm sure. Part of the reason they hit on me is because I look like a lost little puppy dog looking for looking around looking for shit. Yeah. Anyways, and so I always hit him with that. But this old lady came up to me earlier and was like, eyeing me up, which is weird. It's weird to be eyed up.
Yeah. Again,
not a new experience to me because I'm fucking hot.
He's hot.
Yeah, I'm not hot, but it's tough out here. You know what I'm saying? I get enough. Back in my hoeing days, I got enough play.
He's small town hot, so
exactly. So, around here, I'm hot.
Yeah,
but not anywhere else. It really slapped me in the face when I went to California last time, and because the way I dress is very. Like, I'm very fashion forward. Like, I think about the way I dress and everything. And that's, like, crazy for here. like I'm not wearing bootcut jeans with New Balance sneakers and a fucking, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. A shitty trucker cap and a T-shirt. Like I'm doing something different.
Abercrombie.
Yeah, I do something different. So, I remember when we went to California, I was like, fuck, they all dress like me, fuck. And I'm not hotter than them, like baseline hotter than them. So like, oh, we're dressed the same and they're hotter than me, so I'm just like, nothing out here. But no, this old lady is eyeing me up, and like I know it's offensive, but I'm going to say it. Okay. She was white trash.
Oh, okay.
Like trailer park white trash. Like it's not bad to live in a trailer. It's definitely not bad to live in a trailer because we did it for lots of years.
Yeah.
But there's like a different to the I don't know, the she might not have lived in a trailer. She could have a house. But when I say trailer trash, something comes into your head.
Yeah. Everybody gets
there it is. Yeah, and her daughter was with her. Uh-huh. Pregnant, possibly pregnant.
Yeah.
Maybe just drinks a lot of beer. Has a baby on her hip. They're both eyeing me up.
Oh,
and
God.
I'm like, fuck. I was like, it's always so awkward whenever, like, I don't know. It's awkward.
Yeah.
So the older lady, and when I say old lady, like 50, 55, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty
Saunders all up to me and is like, can I help you find anything? And I'm just sitting there. I'm just like,
in your Walmart vest.
In my Walmart vest. Like,
it says team lead.
Yeah, exactly. So, no, you can't help me find anything. You know what? No. But that's beside the point.
It's just weird to go like that makes it extra creepy. The thing is like,
well, maybe she thought she was being funny
to me.
Well, maybe she thought she was being funny, like that was playful. And then so like, I'm looking at her for a second. I'm like, my girlfriend's looking for this. And she's like, I don't want to talk about your girlfriend. I was just like, I'm looking for hair for my girlfriend. I'm looking for hair
but
stuff.
that's what I'm doing.
I want to talk about my girlfriend. Please let me talk about my girlfriend. And then she's just like, I could make you forget about her. And I was just,
The fuck you?
I haven't told my girlfriend about this yet because it just happened. I didn't tell her when I got home. So, but she doesn't listen to the podcast, so we're good. But she told me she could make me forget about her, and I was just like, I don't see that happening personally, unless you have some fucking bomb ass meth in the parking lot. But yeah, it was weird. It's just weird to be hit on.
That's creepy.
Like in an actually sexual way by an older person.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I've ever really had that much experience with people flirting with me because I look like I want to kill people at all times.
The thing about Justyn that he doesn't get is that he just has no social skills. He cannot pick up on it.
I mean, I think part of it is I just don't care.
Well, that's true. But and plus you've been married since you were young, so it's like,
yeah, but I don't know. It doesn't really stop people around here, you know?
No, God, no, it doesn't.
So it's never really stopped anyone from, like, the few times I have been flirted with, them noticing that I had a ring just didn't stop them.
Yeah.
So
I didn't know
it's like,
dude, a hoe's a hoe.
Yeah. And so,
that's
like,
just a fact,
I don't know. It's just always weird. The thing is I, whenever I do know somebody is, like, flirting with me, I act really, like, standoffish and aloof and try to make it as awkward as possible.
But here's the thing, Justyn. Here's the thing. I know from the person that you're talking about right now, we know who you're talking about. Yeah. A fellow employee at Walmart that you're talking about right now.
Oh, I mean, I didn't have her in mind. I had, like, these two random soccer players from our nearby college in mind.
Did they really hit on you?
Yeah.
How? What did they say?
They were like they were wanting a rotisserie.
I want to hear this. This is what I want to hear. This is what I want to hear.
I don't really remember it that well.
But my boy's getting play.
They were running a rotisserie, and I was like, oh, you know, they got like 5 minutes till they come out, and they're like,
by the way, soccer players around here, stout. Anyways, continue.
I mean, most soccer players are. So.
Yeah, no, the ones around here, stout. Oh, stout. Like the softball players around here, stout.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. They were like shorter than me, so it's like,
oh, really?
They were stocky, I guess.
Okay.
Like, you know, they have big legs, like most soccer players do. Intimidating.
Yeah. Scary. Anyways,
so they were like, so I was like, yeah, it's going to be out in like 5 minutes. And they're like, oh, okay, well, when we come back, you better have one for us. Don't don't give them all away. And I was like, okay, I won't.
Yeah. Like, I mean, unless somebody comes in and wants like 12 rotisseries.
Yeah, then they have to.
But then at that point, it's at a first come first serve basis. And would you really be mad at me though?
Yeah,
because
come on first.
My job is just to sell the rotisseries, and so if somebody comes in and wants 12 rotisseries,
I can't hold these. Like legally, I can't hold these.
I can't legally hold them. I have to give them to the employee that comes, the person that comes first. So like, unless you show up right at 5 minutes from now, and you're the first person here, that 12 person, like if they show up, I have to give it to them. Just go into, just like unload like all your stress from everything onto them.
Pretty much. They came back and I like gave one to them and they're like, "Oh, thank you, you're so sweet." Thank you.
Yeah. Well,
and they were young or whatever, but it was just like, it's just weird, man. Like I don't. The thing is I don't. I'm in the deli. I don't like talking to customers. Yeah. Like more than what can I get you to begin with?
Yeah, no,
because I have a lot of customers.
You have terrible customer service.
I guess I do.
It's funny though.
I have a lot of customers that I have to get through, and on top of that, I have a lot of things in the back of my head that I know I have to get done. So it's like I don't like spending extra time on somebody unless I'm like ahead of
this is
like
gonna
my
sound
work schedule.
Very mean.
Yeah.
But I think that people who come and shop in retail places don't understand that you are a nameless face.
Yeah.
Gray face to me.
Yeah. For
Like,
real.
I don't remember. Like, people will be like, can you get me something from the back?
Yeah.
I'll be like, yeah, I'll go look for it right quick for you.
Yeah.
Whenever I do that, I have to remember like a shirt they're wearing.
Exactly. I was about to mention that.
I
Like,
never remember their face.
I have.
If I go back there and don't have like what their shirt color was and what they were wearing, if I go back there and come back out,
Yeah.
they're gone to me.
No, like this is one of the things I hate. Is like I'll have a customer that's like standing in one spot and they want meat, and so I get them the meat or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm turning around and I'm cutting the meat. I'm not looking behind me because I'm occupied. I don't care.
This
You
is
could be
again. Wait. Before you finish this,
what?
weirdly obscure. Like, I guess if you work retail, you'll understand. But like, this is like so specific. Continue your story, but just talking about slicing meat at the deli.
Yeah. And so I'm like looking away, and there used to be like mirrors hung up so that you could see behind you. There's not anymore. So I'm just staring at a wall or like staring at my hand. I don't know. And so like.
Staring at this roast beef.
I could like
slicing.
I could cut the meat in my sleep at this point. And so like I am just like not I don't care about what goes on behind me because I'm just so apathetic at this point. And so
Damn.
if I am done cutting the meat and I turn around and they have moved positions to like the other end and
They're
like somebody
lost.
else is new where I am, I have to like I'm like literally lost for like a few seconds. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
because I have to like go back like a minute ago to when I
Yeah.
saw them and
Yeah.
I have to like dig up like, oh yeah, that's what they look
Yeah.
like. Like that's how bad it is.
Yeah.
Because I see so many people.
Yeah, it's just so many people. I don't know how to describe it other than that. You think
And
eventually
it's like when you're on the floor, you can kind of get away with like ignoring people, unless they like are obviously looking at you. But
Yeah.
in the deli, I have to be like,
dude, even if they're
What do you
looking at me, I
need?
ignore them.
yeah,
And that's coming from a team lead. Like I'm like a manager at Walmart. But unless somebody directly asks me something, I don't go out of my way to be like, "Oh, what can I find for
Yeah,
you? Like,
no.
how are you doing?"
No,
Unless
no,
somebody
no.
looks crazy lost.
yeah,
If somebody looks crazy lost, I might be like, "Oh, what you looking for? I'll be mine right quick." But they have to look like me in the hair aisle, just fucking.
well, yeah. I mean, like I had a guy today that like, asked my coworker to make sure that I didn't spit in his food, and it's like, number one, I don't care enough about you or your problems or this damn food. Okay, I am just making the food.
You wanna hear
wanted
something
the
they could-
food. I am making the food. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like that's how little I care about it. Like I don't care if you were rude to me. I'm still going to make the food.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spit into it because I'm not a shitty person.
You-
like
Well,
I mean, I'm a shitty person.
no, but like, not you being a shitty person. I'm just
Oh.
like you saying that that's a shitty person thing. It's gonna make what I say next.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So when I was working at a undisclosed location, and
Yeah.
I think you can go to jail for doing it.
Okay.
I definitely spit in somebody's food. Yeah.
yeah.
And
I
their
mean,
wings.
I could
At
see being pushed to the lengths where it would.
Well, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you
Yeah.
why. I was a young man. I was like 16 years old at the time. I was super nervous. It was my first job.
Yeah.
And I was super fucking awkward because I was homeschooled. And
Yeah.
so like I had no social skills. I had so much anxiety talking to people. Like I could not talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
So there was this the lady who trained me, her name redacted. I was gonna say her name, and I was like, why would I say her name? But I had the lady who trained me. She's crazy nice. Kind of took me under her wing.
Yeah.
Was super supportive of me. I was a kid, and like she was so crazy nice. She was an African American lady, and that will the reason I'm mentioning that is because that will come up. That will come up in a minute. So where I worked, we would get crazy busy on specific nights, and there'd be huge tables because it was at it was a place where you would feed a lot of people. We'll just say that.
Yeah.
It's a place where you would regularly feed a lot of people. And we were always understaffed. And so it was me, the lady who trained me, and one other girl. So it's crazy busy. We're insane in there.
Yeah.
And then as every server who's ever been a server knows, we don't control when stuff comes out of the kitchen. We literally just take it to you. Like, our job is to keep your drink full and take it to you.
Yeah.
So this guy kept on getting the wrong wings. And when I say the wrong wings, they would make him wings and he wanted them all flats. And she kept telling him that he wanted them all flats. They made it 2 or 3 times and they were not flats.
Yeah.
So there was like this little corner that we would come around where our computer was, where we'd put in orders. And so this guy's yelling in the dining room at this point.
Yeah.
And she comes around the corner. She has like tears in her eyes. She's almost crying. And then he comes around the corner, calls her the N-word, and throws the wings like on the counter in front of her, and they like fly up and hit her.
Damn.
Shit, like, no, I'm not kidding. She starts crying and goes into the bathroom. We tell management. The manager's all like, just get him his wings and get him out of here. Because the manager was a fucking pussy.
Yeah.
I hated him. Like stick up for your fucking employees. Anyways.
Yeah, for real.
So he's like, Jeremy, you make the wings. You just make the wings and take it to him. So I'm sitting there. I got all flats in there.
Yep.
I'm looking at it.
You have power.
It's a garlic parmesan.
Yeah. You have power.
That's a white sauce.
Yeah.
So I just
oh god.
it up and
ooh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? At the end, he came up to me and was just like, thank you for fixing my wings. They tasted great. And I'm just like, I'm fucking
happy.
Dude, it made me feel great. It made me feel, you know what? It was one of the few empowering and that's probably one of the the most empowering moments in my life. It was like, it was before I started committing arson and stuff. So I felt like, I don't know.
It's just like this. It's the same kind of people that, like the guy that said, don't spit in my food. He's like, the whole time leading up to like him wanting fresh food made, he was like, when were these wings in here made? And if you know anything about a Walmart deli, like
a while ago,
we make everything like it's a cafeteria, I guess.
Yeah, that's exactly.
So, and then we just keep it in a hot case, and it stays in there for 4 hours. Its shelf life is 4 hours, and then we get rid of it. The wings that he was getting mad about had been in there for 2 hours.
Yeah.
So like he was like, "Oh, these are some dry ass wings," and I was like, I don't care. What do you want? I was ready to go on lunch, and I had like a bunch of like things that I needed to package up to take to the front because I had nothing at the front. And so he's just like going on about how everything is old. And I'm like, I don't care.
Don't get anything.
Like, man. I don't care. I've been making this stuff all day. Okay?
Yeah.
All day. And when that girl that like in the break room brought up that she had like a semi-old like cheese stick that didn't actually turn out to be that old because she admitted that it wasn't that old. Yeah. I was like, tough. I made cheese sticks all day. Like I kept making them today because I kept selling cheese sticks. It's stuff like that that infuriates me. We're not what is that called?
I'm really just letting you vent right now.
Well, yeah, it's like
I'm probably gonna cut most.
Yeah.
of it.
Oh wow, that's rude.
I'm not saying that.
It's just like
this is the Deli Life podcast.
Okay, what the hell? You were just talking about
it's fine when I do it.
It's like you should know what you're getting into when you come to a Walmart deli. Okay, you just should know. You should know. If I have a shitty customer that wants something cut, and they say, if they just walk up, because I have a lot of customers that would just walk up and say, I want ham. They'll just be like, I was like, how can I help you? And they'll say, give me Black Forest ham a pound. And they won't say anything else. And I'll grab it. And I'll look back at them. I'll look at the slicer. Look at the meat. Look back at them.
Justyn, you've talked about the deli for 20 minutes.
Yeah, and they don't say anything to me. They don't say anything to me.
Oh,
I toss that meat up on there. I toss that meat up on there, and I cut it how I want it.
Okay.
Usually really thick. And then I give it to them.
Man, I'll be honest with you, man. You've been talking about the deli for 20 minutes.
I don't know what you're not really. This is the first time you're actually stopping me. You could have stopped me a long time ago. You could have diverged into a different conversation.
I didn't want to be mean. You know what was my you know what was my diversion? You know what was my diversion? The spit story. That was my I was just
I just didn't mention the deli. You were the one that brought the spit story.
No, you were talking about the deli before the spit story.
What was I talking about it then?
You were talking about the same thing you're talking about now.
I'm not.
Yes, you were. Yes, you were.
I'm not.
I'll choke you.
I think was I talking about like whenever I have face blindness? Is that what we were talking about?
Yeah.
We were both talking about how we had face blindness.
No, but then you
and
started talking about
you that I had face blindness.
Because the reason I brought up the spit story was the guy because you brought up the dude talking about spitting.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
I brought him.
Oh, bro, if I listen back in this argument, dude, you literally, I swear to God, man.
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No.
Yes, you.
No.
Yes, you did.
I've only brought up the spit
guy
guy
after
like
you mentioned it. Yeah. If I'm wrong, but I'm so certain I'm right.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Whoever's editing this, see who was right. Just put up Jeremy Winter, Justyn.
You know what? And even if I'm wrong,
okay.
Even if I'm wrong and I'm editing it, I'm
gonna
fucking flip the sound and I'm gonna make me right.
That's like an hour's worth of work. That's dedication.
I don't care.
That's dedication.
I spit in that dude's wings. I'll do this. I don't care.
All right.
Okay. All right. Damn. Man, I had something else I want to talk about, but then I fucking got blind.
Did Tom Cruise sexually awaken you as well?
No, dude, I got blind with rage.
It happens pretty often with you.
It really does. I think I had so much anxiety as a child.
Yeah.
That my frontal lobe never developed correctly.
What? Wait, what is the I know that that controls your emotions, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that or you're just a middle child.
I'm so sorry. Well,
middle child, they're cursed.
Yeah, I'm just so certain about it, bro. Oh fuck! I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was just like, because my therapist was like, Jeremy, you have blockers on your serotonin and dopamine. So you can't have highs or lows, because at that point I was feeling nothing, and so now I still have those blockers, and so 95% of the time I feel nothing.
Yeah,
no extremes.
Yeah,
except for small moments of passion, 15 seconds ago when I became blind with rage.
Yeah, and then you felt good.
Yeah, I feel great.
You got a little head rush.
It's just it's like a dam almost, and it's beating at the walls with my emotions, and then every now and then I just let out the overflow, and I punch a 12-year-old in a fucking CVS parking lot.
No, okay, I don't know if I should be telling you this, but that's why I goad you sometimes.
Yeah, you just get me there.
I just getting a rise out of you.
Because I'm so level all the time, and I just have anxiety building. I can feel it inside of me. And it's just building, and then all of a sudden somebody says something wrong to me, and it could be a little inconvenience, and I'm in the back cooler at my work throwing boxes and screaming about how.
Well, I could just think of so many examples where you just went crazy on Cameron in your old Bandicoot videos.
It just at some point I just have a point where it's just fucking listen to me, God damn it, for 5 seconds, bro. It just feels like I have to. It's bad. It's not great. It's definitely not great, but it has brought some good comedy. I just fucking, like I said, I think my frontal lobe didn't develop right.
Well, my pee-pee didn't develop right, so.
Dude, I had a friend that I met at college when I was going.
Yeah.
When I was going.
Yeah, when you were going.
And his dick was fucked up because the way he used to masturbate whenever he was growing up.
What? How did...
I don't tell you, we were joking about it. I was like, because okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Okay, what fucked up how?
I'll tell you in a second.
Okay.
But I will admit that the way I talk to people is the way I talk to you on this podcast.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, dude, what's the first time you jerked off?
Yeah, but you usually don't get a response.
Oh no, I do. With like people I like. I know like the old guy at Walmart. I know the first time he jerked off.
So that just means that you're just doing that to people that you know well, and they already know you're fucking around.
Yeah.
You don't.
Oh
do
no,
that,
not random people.
Yeah,
no.
you don't
I'm not
do that to
crazy person. Dude, I'm not insane. I have some social skills. I'm not like within first 5 minutes. Like okay. To be fair, I will be like, when's the last time you felt loved? To like somebody I met 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Or I'll be like, yeah, my dad died and he hated me.
So instead you hit him with the deep emotional stick.
Yeah. That wasn't getting that. Oh yeah, I'll just like, fuck.
Guy with the pee-pee.
No, okay, but before guy with the PP,
yeah,
we were talking. Oh no, after guy with the PP. Fuck. After guy with the PP, I was talking about how what I will like talk to people about like
this conversation is a tangent in itself.
It's a tangent of a tangent of a tangent.
Yeah.
So we're gonna finish my tangent's tangent,
okay,
and then we'll go back to my tangent.
Yeah.
So I will legitimately. I like to figure out everything about a person's who they are emotionally within 5 minutes of knowing them.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, oh, you got a boyfriend or you got a girlfriend? Like, oh, okay. So like you have a good relationship with your parents? And if they're like, no, I'm like, oh yeah, me either, man. My dad fucking hated me and he tried to kill himself and he blamed it on us. I'm just like, I'm fucking putting out lettuce at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, and they're like, oh, okay.
You know, I'm afraid to have my own family because I fear that I'll be like him.
Exactly. I'm so afraid that I'm gonna fuck up my kid like he fucked me up. And then it's. The reason I do it is because whenever you are so unabashedly honest about like your fucking problems with people, they get honest with you. And I feel like if we can be so honest about our raw emotions, then I can trust you. Like if I do that and you're standoffish and you're like, and you don't want to, and you're just like a shell that like doesn't want to like open up any, that I'm like, oh, that dude like thinks that I'm crazy and he thinks he's above me and I probably wouldn't get along with him. Like I can still chill with you and still be cool with you, but I know that I can't actually have an honest connection with you. That's what I'm trying to get to, and I try to just cut the middleman. It's like whenever you're fucking doing gold and you gotta fucking the relationship is the gold and you got to get the chuff off the fucking top, and so you're just normally you would slow burn it. That's how you get the better gold. But with me, I fucking chuck three fucking logs in the fire, and I'm blowing on it with the thing, logs. And it's fucking.
He's making motions for
and I just do it so fucking quick that it's like, fuck. Oh, why didn't anybody stay? Fuck. Okay, so back to my tangent. My original tangent. Mm-hmm. What was it?
The dick.
Oh yeah, dude's dick was fucked up. So like how he used to jerk off is he would like get hard and like lay it up and just kind of like pressure. He'd like lay on his stomach and like pressure.
That dude's probably into latex porn or
something. Yeah, so he just like the weird pressure on his cock.
Yeah,
and so
he just flatten it out. So
it was just had like a weird like. He would get hard and it would go towards his belly button.
That's weird.
You know what I'm saying? Like you just go up. Yeah. It's tough, man. And he wasn't working with much either, so it's like, fuck.
Oh yeah.
And you got a weird angle? Dude. At least with me, I have a small cock and it doesn't have an angle. Did I tell you? You think this will be the episode that like people will be in the comments saying, is Jeremy okay?
Maybe.
I was sitting here after my last Manic episode and I was like holy shit, I got a little bit of weird energy today.
I mean because it's definitely gone like I'm not weirded out by it because, I've seen this happen a few times before. But you just went like 0 to 100 because before we started this, I was yawning. And you were like, man, bro, this is like so low energy. I don't know if I can do this right now.
I just get to a point.
And then you just, boom.
Oh, well, okay. I know, like, it's weird to I compartmentalize.
Yeah.
And whenever this fucking microphone gets on my face, I'm a character.
Yeah. I guess so, yeah.
But then at some point the character blends.
I'm not sure who I am anymore.
Well, I just like my energy goes like insane because I feel as if I'm meant to be an entertainer because like I've always been that. And so like that's what I'm trying to do, but also I'm fucking having a mental breakdown
live
on the podcast and for 7 views. What the fuck? But I just everybody who listens, don't worry, I'm okay.
Mostly.
No, I'm doing good. I'm like, but I just get a little bit into it. And then I'm just in it. I'm just in it, bro. It's like it's performance art.
Yeah, for real.
That's what I like to think. But then I'm just like, I'm just making shitty YouTube videos. And it's like, oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I know where you're coming from because to a degree I do the same thing when I'm on here, I'm kind of like a filthy degenerate, which I'm definitely not in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. First news. Dozens are dead in India, and many more are missing after a glacial disaster. A Himalayan glacier fell into a river and triggered a huge flood in Uttarakhand. I think that's how it's spelled. So I'm going to say it.
All right.
It like over flooded a dam.
Yeah.
It caused crazy amounts of fucking damage, and all the leading experts are like, it's fucking climate change, dude. And there's no way to deny that it's climate change. Like,
exactly.
Glaciers don't just melt off the Himalayan mountains and fall into the two rivers. It just hasn't ever there's not really a precedent for it. And so at some point I want to ask our Republicans in the audience, or not all Republicans, but our climate change deniers.
Yeah.
What's gonna be enough?
I don't know.
What's gonna be enough? What needs to happen?
I don't know. Yeah, it's like I get freaked out. I don't know. I get freaked out. I've been getting a little more freaked out about like climate change in the past few years than I probably have before now. But I think that's just because like weather just in our part of like Texas is like unpredictable, but like it seems more unpredictable than normal.
Okay.
Like our winter has been like
super hot so far.
Super hot.
But it's going to be 8 degrees this weekend.
Yeah.
It was 70 degrees earlier this week. It's going to be 8 degrees this weekend, and then it's going to go back up to 60 this week.
Yeah.
The next week. That's not normal.
No,
that's not how
insane.
it should work anywhere in the world. That's like Mars numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, not really, but you know what I'm saying? Like a desert.
But
we don't live in a fucking desert.
But like stuff like that can put plants into shock. Because like there's a lot of plants that just can't, like sudden changes like that. That's why plants can die. That's why
Except for succubuses. Succulents?
Succubuses.
Yeah, you nailed it the first time, Jeremy. Succulents.
Ooh.
They're tough.
Succubuses.
Yeah, dude. They're the Jews of plants.
What? What?
Dude, throw anything at them, they won't die, bro. Not in a mean way. That's like good.
Yeah.
I'm being nice.
I'm being nice. Hey,
Look at
come
me.
on.
I'm being nice to the
Come
Jews.
on, be nice.
I'm being nice to the Jews. Hey. I'm being nice to the Jews.
How's your mom? Hey.
But I meant that in a good way, genuinely. I meant that in the way of like resilience.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a better.
Anyways,
There's a better
this has
people
nothing
group.
to do with all the people that died in India.
No, we're talking about I know climate change.
Yeah.
But like, my question is just like, at what point, like, does an ozone, like a hole in the ozone layer, have to open up over San Francisco and 3 million people die from sudden heat or something? Like what has to happen?
I don't know.
Do the oceans need to start boiling? What needs to happen for these people to fucking get it?
It's so hard because it's like the thing is like. Governments are kind of built around the idea that old people should be leading because they have the most experience. But like all of our old people that are in government right now and have the money and everything and the power to be in the government just don't care about the climate.
And everybody young in the government's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
The QAnon dude, the Republican QAnon dude that's in there. Low energy news today. It's because we're covering heavy topics.
Exactly.
Republican lawmakers want to punish schools that teach the 1619 Project. Lawmakers in at least 5 states have introduced legislation that threatens to cut funding to schools that share curriculum about the award-winning project. The 1619 Project is a New York Times project that is attempting to rewrite history to correctly tell Americans' involvement in slavery. 1619 was the year that the first ship came from Europe with slaves to America. The 1619 Project for the New York Times was started in August 2019, commemorating the moment, the 400-year anniversary of the first bringing of slaves. Mm-hmm. It does a really good job finding the correct information and really, because I don't know, I saw a funny meme the other day. It was like a guy like trying to explain on a chalkboard, like, and it's like history teachers trying to always explain, history teachers trying to explain why the good guys win every major conflict in history.
Yeah, very much.
Because the victors write history. That's something. That's a cliche, but it's also the truth.
The weird thing is, for me, maybe for you, mm-hmm. I learned history from people who didn't trust the government.
Yeah. Well, we heard a lot of stories from our Native American aunts.
Yeah.
Who grew up in those what do they call it? Reclamation?
No, it's like
Anyway, where they
reprogram you.
Yeah, they took little Native American children, took them to schools away from their families, told them they couldn't speak their language, couldn't worship their gods, and couldn't what's the third thing? Couldn't speak their language, couldn't worship their gods, couldn't see their families, and couldn't embrace their heritage.
Oh yeah,
to try to pretty much whiteify Native Americans. It doesn't whiteify how they said it was civilize them, mm-hmm. quote unquote civilized.
Yeah.
Even though your civilization is completely built on the backs of millions of dead Native Americans, real fucking civilized.
Yep.
And I had to look at that motherfucker every time I look at a $20 bill. Andrew Jackson's bitch. I'm about to fucking go off again. But that might change, and we might get a very strong African American woman.
Yeah, I would love that.
Harriet Tubman. And that would be, like I tweeted about it. Nobody follows me on Twitter, so why would I say that? But that's the world I want my daughter to grow up in, is that where African American people are correctly represented for what they did for society. Like, if it was taught that America is built on the backs of dead Native Americans, enslaved African Americans, and
enslaved Chinese
to build railroads,
and Irish.
Well, the Irish are a smaller extent, but anyways, Irish have been the slaves of everybody. Yeah, the poor Irish. Anyways, our Chinese Americans, maybe we would. If they teach us that America's built on their backs, they would have to respect those people of color.
Yeah,
they would have to respect African Americans in history and society. They'd have to respect Asian Americans in history and society. They would have to respect Native Americans instead of just gawking at them and making shows about them, making fucking Disney movies that are about black people, but the whole time they aren't actually black. They make them a frog or they make them a little blue soul. So they don't have to put a black person on screen the whole time. It's just if they admitted and taught the real history of America, then they would have to respect people, and it would be much harder to keep their foot on the necks. So that's I'm very passionate about this particular thing. It's something that means a lot to me. It has meant more to me after, you know, I grew up, and I'll be honest, I grew up not super forward thinking in ideas of race. We'll just say that. I grew up not very forward thinking, and as I got older, I started, when I started going to college and having thoughts of my own, I started gaining this respect for African Americans and what they do for our society, and have done for our society. I had a history teacher who was very honest, very great in college, and taught shit like what's in the 1619 Project. Taught the truth.
We had the same teacher, right?
Same teacher. Great guy.
Because I was going to mention that too, because we had our dad. And then when I actually got like an actual formal education in like American history, it was that teacher. And he wasn't afraid to say like all of the horrible things. Because like I remember he like, asked one time like who's Native American. And like, you know, I raised my hand and he's like, so you know about like the Trail of Tears and the horrible things that Andrew Jackson did to your people.
Fuck yeah, I do.
Like, I
hate that motherfucker. So I started to get more passionate about it. I started like, I was going to school for sociology. So I started like, reading dissertations about like, how in society they've been segregated and put into groups, and for their downfall, been gerrymandered and stuff like that. And so I gained more and more knowledge in that, and so then I became more aware racially, and then I fell in love with an African American woman. And then I got passionate, and now I'm gonna have a mixed baby. It's gonna be African American, and so it has become something that is almost like one of my biggest passions in life is to see racial justice in our country, because I want my little girl to grow up in an America that doesn't treat her different, literally just because of the melanin in her skin. So the threat to pull funding from schools, it just pisses me off so much.
It's like American schools have always been corrupt. I think the thing is you just know. The thing is with America, there's a lot of laws that like federally they're that way, but then like when it goes down to states can kind of do whatever they want. So like it's just like it's a lot of bullshit. I hate it. I
hate living in Texas.
It's different from state to state, and like they teach different things, and it's just like, you know, you have people in the South where they just don't want to admit that they were horrible. Terrible people.
My girlfriend will tell me about. She went to like a country high school. She was like one of like two. Her family was like, there was her family were African American. There's one other African American family. That was it in the whole school. And like the history teachers would be all like, "Well, this isn't necessarily what I believe, but like the South this," and like or whenever they're talking about evolution or whatever in class, he'd be like, "Well, this isn't what I believe," and like they'll try to tell you this, and it's just like fucking stop. There's no oversight, because like stop bringing your fucking political beliefs and your shit into this. Like you're a teacher. You're literally just here to read what's in the fucking book.
I mean,
read what's in the fucking book.
You should like definitely if you're being paid to teach what like other like actual scholars
for sure
are being paid so much more to discover and research. Just do your damn job.
I don't need the fucking football coach who needs to be teaching a class in order to be the football coach and giving out hot takes. I don't need that.
Look, and until they fix like the education system, I don't give a fuck if teachers don't get paid shit.
Damn.
They don't deserve it.
No, some do. There's good teachers.
There are good teachers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit ones.
Oh, fuck, man.
I've had a lot of shit teachers just in college.
Yeah, fair, me too.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I've had like one or two
Dude,
teachers
I had this music teacher.
that were outstanding.
This music teacher, bro. It was an 8 a.m. class, bro.
Yeah.
And we had a whole semester. And it pretty much turned into a fucking online class because we would show up every day and then we'd get an email while we're waiting for class to start.
Yeah.
Where he'd be like, "Oh, well, just watch the video that I sent to your Blackboard." And like he just didn't give a fuck. But he was he had what's it called? Tenor? Not tenor.
Tinnitus.
Tennis elbow. He had tennis elbow. No, he had
tennis elbow.
No. I'm not actually. That's not what he had. It's whenever teacher's been. It's tenure.
Oh, tenure. Yeah. Where they can just do what they want.
I said tenor.
Where they can just
He's
fuck.
like, oh.
Where they just fuck a student on their desk while they're giving a lecture. Nobody cares.
Yeah, because they can't get fired, really.
Yeah.
So he had tenure, and so he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, good for him. His music program got shut down though, so he definitely doesn't have a job anymore.
Was it the same one? Was he an overweight guy?
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah. I had him. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We went to every class. I think there was only like one time where we.
There was like 2 or 3 years in between us at that class, so
yeah,
something happened in those 2 or 3 years.
I'm sure
he literally stopped.
He didn't really enjoy it that much because he looked okay. So
wait, this is funny. So wait, I was just thinking. Sorry, it just flashed into my head. I have to get it out of my mouth right now. I would go to that class, and the dude who sat across from me, we would like talk about Game of Thrones because I had just gotten into it. But he's like, "You should read the books. They're way better." And he's like, "They're way hotter too."
What?
Yeah, no, he was like, "Yeah." They talk about like she could feel his seed in her and shit. Like, yeah, like he was being weird at 8 a.m. Horny at 8 a.m.
That's
bro.
insane.
Horny at 8 a.m.
That's
I was
insane.
like, fuck, bro. It is 8 a.m., bro. God damn. God damn. Sorry. It just came into my head and I was like, fuck, bro. And then he's the manager at our local movie theater.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Small world.
Weird manager guy at the local movie theater.
Yeah.
So every time I go see a movie with my girlfriend, I see him. I'm like, fucking God, Game of Thrones, come. Damn it. Get out of my life. 8 a.m. horny. God, shit. This guy's jerking off to Game of Thrones book. God damn it. It's hard. It's tough out here. It's tough to live in a small town.
That's a fact.
Just a small town girl. Took the midnight train going.
Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere.
Singer in a smoky room, smell of wine and cheap perfume. He took the midnight train going. Is that what he says? No, what did he say there?
He says something different there. For something you can spend the night, it goes on and on
and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. There's shadows searching in the night. Street lights, people searching just to find emotion, hiding somewhere